disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Indiana's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They want to run it left here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Pulls and fires complete. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing route.
Got his man to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Wide open downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position. But they'll get it started there. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Open field on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Indiana, 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more block.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35.
quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Set to kick off.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
First and 10.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Going right to work up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Silva. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. On the run, it's Silva. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff from the gun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Conway. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Prince. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
42 Spider.
They'll run the option. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Willis. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job
Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
and a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He wants to change this route.
6-9-1, Gators score.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Northwestern. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
By the receiver,
So now it's 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
Back to pass. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got it in the middle. It's Silva. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? As we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Ready up.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously.
Green 25.
They believe they can run right here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14-yard line. Second down coming up.
Ready?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Get set. Get set.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Brought down near the 4-yard line. First and goal, Northwestern.
Ready?
Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Wildcats. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Upshaw. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
With the catch, it's Conway. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Thorne. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Silva. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in.
There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw, it's Upshaw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. That incompletion brings up third down for the offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
A loss of 9 on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Hoosiers will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.